Hello everyone, this is Jashan from the Australian Academy, and today's video is on pronunciations, which is quite difficult for many of us whenever we are reading words, because we quite often get confused as to whether speak every alphabet of the word or keep it silent. So today's video of pronunciation is going to deal with the alphabet T, which is quite often repeated in a lot of words of English. So we have certain times when the T is pronounced and when it's kept silent. So today I'm going to introduce you to certain golden rules as to when to keep it silent and when to actually pronounce the T. So when it comes to keeping the T silent in the middle of a word, we have 3 golden rules for it, which you will have to memorize. The first rule is if the alphabet is having STEN in an order. So if you find these alphabets in an order in a word, that means the T here needs to be silent. For example, we have these words such as listen, T is silent, moisten, T still being silent, and fasten. You will not say fasten, it's going to be fasten. Moisten, you will not say moisten, you have to keep the T silent. And yet again, listen is going to be wrong, it needs to be listen. Second rule says when you have the alphabets STLE in an order appearing in a word, and then the T needs to be silent as well. For example, in words like this is castle, not castle, that will be wrong. Jostle and not jostle, so you need to take care. And the last rule states with the alphabets FTEN appearing in that particular order in a word. For example, the word soften. So it will be soften and not soften. Please make sure you're keeping these 3 golden rules in mind. Leaving these rules out, now there are certain words in which the T is pronounced. Those rules are only applied twice. First is with the alphabets STL appearing together. For example, we have the word lastly. So you'll say that I did pronounce the T here, lastly, justly and mostly. So in these words, the T is being pronounced, which is correct. The second rule is with the alphabets FTL appearing together in a word. For example, the word softly and swiftly. So you can say swiftly, it is 101% correct. You can say lastly, it is correct. So in these 2 times, when the T is appearing in a word, it is going to be pronounced. Now beyond these 2 rules, there is one word which stands an exception to these rules. That is the word often. Now how do we pronounce it? Is it often or often? Well, the answer to this question is that both the pronunciations do apply to this word, because whenever the word is pronounced, it has 2 pronunciations, that is being T silent and T being pronounced. The main logic behind speaking 2 times the T is being silent or it is being pronounced is because when this word evolved, it was pronounced as often, and as it evolved, the T became silent, so then it became often. But yet again, in the modern world, we are still coming back to the original phrase that was with a pronounced T, that was often. So these rules, the 5 golden rules that we have, 3 for silent and 2 for pronouncing, needs to be memorized by you. And this is the only exceptional word in English which will abide by both the rules. I hope this video might have helped you, and the next time you find T in a word, you're not confusing yourself with whether to pronounce it or not. Thank you so much.